Hey guys, so I tried to record this video just then, but I uploaded it and it was all like really bad quality, so I'm gonna do it again. Basically, a hard time I've been going through is deciding whether or not I'm Japanese. And people are gonna judge me for this, I'm aware of that, but like, I feel it in my veins. I know who I am and I think I'm Japanese. Because like, recently I've been like reading lots of manga and anime, and like, you know, like I also really like their food, like sushi and like all that kind of stuff. So I'm kind of thinking that I am Japanese, like in my heart I think I'm Japanese. So like I'm kind of getting fluent, so like I know hiragana, but like I don't like, I know like konnichiwa and watashi wa shimini desu, but like I don't want you guys to call me Shmini anymore. This isn't a phase, so I'm changing my name. I now identify as Nihonjin.
Hey guys, I want to sing with you today the sixth One Piece opening. It's in Japanese. Brand new world. Here we go. Hashiridase, hashiridase, sora takaku hatakazashi. Hatenai komo umi wo kurete sagashi ni yuku yo.
We're right in front of your house. I wasn't looking or anything. I just happened to be walking by. It'd be creepy to know where you live. Stupid! What was I walking by for? Okay! I had to give you something! Listen, don't get the wrong idea. I was just up at 4 a.m. cooking, like schoolgirls do, and it happened to be your favorite, and I thought maybe you'd like some since I had extra. Be grateful! Ah! How did I know it was your favorite? Well,
Oh god. Our channel. My name is Ray. And my name is Jeff. And this is our anime channel. We do anime drawing tutorials, top 10 anime things, and anime news. And we're supposed to say that.
There we go. It's gonna be amazing.
Yui! Yui-chan! Oh, Yui-chan, where are you? Yui-chan. Yui-chan. Oh, god damn it, Yui. Put down the fucking pink Super NES controller already and let's sing happy birthday.
Oh, come here.
It's alright, Yui. Come on. Alright, let's sing now. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Yui-chan. Happy birthday to you. Alright, let's blow out the candles, Yui.
Yay!
Yay! I love you.
I still more, Evanyan.
Alright, let's dig into some delicious cake now. Oh, and Yu-chan, I also have another surprise for later.
Go ahead.
Okay. Hi, my name is Anthony Ross, and today I'm going to be doing a presentation on a style of animation known as anime. Now, do all of you know what this is, or... Well, basically, what anime is, as I said earlier before, is that it's a style of Japanese animation that will incorporate different effects, such as slide movements, etc. Now, within anime, since it's very popular in Japanese culture, they actually have... Anyways, back to what I was saying. What happens is that there's actually a thing called what's called a manga. Now, a manga or manga is actually more or less just a backwards comic book. You'd read it from right to left as opposed to left to right. As seen right here, you would start from right about here, then you would go, and you actually go like this. You actually read it like this instead of just going like this. It's actually it's kind of bizarre at first. It takes a while, but after you read enough, you start to get used to it. All right, so then we go to and actually, even the panels you have to read left to right. Now, here's some of the different genres that are within anime. Take, for example, action, also known as shonen or shounen. Basically, what you've seen a lot of action shows and cartoons in America, lots of fighting, beating the crap out of each other, etc. Then we got slice of life, which is basically just normal everyday life, looking at different things found in looking at people's lives and how they go about their daily lives. It's quite boring, but you can't use it. It looks more to their emotional aspects as opposed to what I was saying earlier. Now also we have what's shoujo, which is more or less just anime, more geared towards girls and women, etc. And then we have horror, which was, well, stabbing, killing, yada yada yada. Now when I'm going to be talking about some of the more famous forms, like for example, this is what's known as Naruto. It's about a boy who lives in a village. He's part of what's known as the Nine-Tailed Fox. He gains all these powers, and everyone in the village hates him. They think he's some weird creature. But then over time, the village starts to accept him, and his overall dream is to become leader of the village. And also, this is actually what's known as One Piece. It's about a pirate who has these weird rubber powers after he ate this fruit. It's considered one of the longest animes. It goes on for like 600 pages. Now this is Osamu Tezuka. He is known as the creator of all anime. Back in the 1950s, he created anime what's known as Astro Boy. Astro Boy is about this boy. His boy died after a car crash, and in memory of him, he decided to make a robot known as Astro Boy. The robot went a little haywire but had a good moral sensibility as opposed to most robots, which were either used to help society or some actually went rogue, and you would actually help them to defeat the rogue robots. It was a not very long series, and it was respawned a couple times. And then the 1980s, of course, was what made anime very popular in the U.S., what's known as Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball is about a boy who lives in the middle of the jungle. No, he doesn't know where he is, anything about him. And as the story goes on, usually a lot of people make jokes about it with lots of fighting, etc., but it's more or less just a story about him progressing and soon learning about his different powers within him. Lots of fighting. It's a typical shonen. Now this is what's known as Gundam. It's what's known as a mecha anime, very similar to stuff such as Transformers. but it focuses more on the actual graphic design and legitimate robots. This is what's known, and here's another famous example of a mecha anime, Neon Genesis Evangelion. This anime more or less is not like most mechas where it's all based around fighting and the mechanics of the robots. It actually focuses more on the emotional and story aspects, which I thought to be quite interesting. Now, of course, this is one of the most common misconceptions of anime in general, the term otaku. A lot of people think that means that someone, loves anime or is deathly obsessed. Actually, in Japan, the actual meaning of the word in Japanese is someone who is obsessed with anything. It could be anything from trains to eating. Anyways, this is an example of what's known as cosplay, dressing up as different characters you seem to really like from different series. It doesn't have to necessarily be from anime. It could be from a game, it could be from a TV show, a book, but anime is kind of where it all started. Alright, and also where these cosplayers will come together is in what's known as anime conventions. Thousands of people will gather up, share stories, talk about animes, or play games, etc., do little role-playing, stuff like that. Basically, your typical geeky convention, except, alright, and here's another major stereotype of animes, that they're all fat 40-year-old virgins. No, that's not always true. In fact, I've seen them from all walks of life, from all different areas and aspects. In fact, I'm guessing some of you watch the NFL, right? Do any of you know the Texans? Here's a great example of someone who is huge into anime. I've actually talked to him on Twitter a couple times. Brendan Williams from the Texans. Me and him actually have talked about different animes, different dates, we've shared stories, etc. And to be honest, it was actually quite an interesting experience. I was surprised. I had no idea. I don't even watch NFL or anything. Now, another stereotype found in animes is, in fact, that it's all violence or it's all sexual. It's all this disgusting stuff that children should never watch. Yes, there are some animes that are more mature, but there are some kid ones I recommend younger kids, such as Dragon Ball or Naruto or One Piece, something like that. Alright, and also, this is actually more or less in anime. A lot of people think it's just people who live alone, they never come together. If they do, they're a bunch of freaks. More or less, it's just normal people, as I said earlier. Everyone just has to it's just people come together, have fun, etc.